We're checking out today Marcotic, When I Die. Haven't done him in a while. Really enjoy this artist. If you haven't heard him before, there'll be a link down below to his video catalog, so please check out some of his music. A little different. I like that personally. Some people want to hear the same old, and that's not how I roll. And I think he's a very talented artist, and I really am looking forward to listening to this. Stay to the end if you want to hear a little bit more commentary on it, maybe a little bit more breakdown. But this looks like a pretty long one, 4 or 5 minutes. So almost 5 minutes. So he might have something to say here. But I'm just going to enjoy it and stay to the end. And if you want to hear a little bit more chit chat, but here we go. Been missing this guy. Been missing him a lot. Silver.
I hope they play me when I die. Try to keep my head up, the devil wanna pull me down. I'm on a cliff right now, looking at the ground. I wanna die. Try to make it, rap it, all my life. I'm about to take a hike. I hope they play me when I die. Try to keep my head up, the devil wanna pull me down. I'm on a cliff right now, looking at the ground. I wanna die.
Hold on before he gets going more. This is a long one. I don't know what he's got going on here. I'm sure I'll find out, but that was kind of dark, man. That was kind of dark. Just the way he raps is just so different to me. And if I don't listen to him for a while, I almost have to kind of get my ears ready for an onslaught of different styles, because he's just so, I think he's better than people give him credit for. I think he's way, way better than people give him credit for. He's really good. He's really good. He's just different. And I think a lot of people, I haven't looked at his numbers on that, and that's not really a telltale sign of the talent. But I think a lot of people sometimes with these artists, they just really don't. They want the same plain Jane stuff all the time, and unfortunately, they're only doing themselves a disservice because they don't give, talented artists like Marcotic here a really solid listen and chance to really show and shine like he does to me. I mean, to me, he shines like a MFer. You know what I mean? He's good. He's really good, and man, I got a lot of things. I'll save it to the end. I'll say at the end. That was dark.
Right now, looking at the ground, I wanna die. Try to make it, rap it, all my life. I'm about to take a hike. I hope they play me when I die. Trailer when he hit his stroke, and now at night I creep around and wonder if he a ghost. He died on my daughter's birthday, and she don't know, and she don't even remember him. He ain't see her grow, and he ain't get to see me, so we're up and make.
Did someone pass in his life? Down below, please, if you know. I'm not trying to get his business or anything, but it does help me kind of understand where he's at.
My daughter's birthday, and she don't know, and she don't even remember him. He ain't see her grow, and he ain't get to see me, so we're up and make him rapping, cause instead he was out, he was chasing trash. The last time I seen him, he thought my house was haunted, walking around like for him in the fucking morning. I've been pissed off lately, everybody wanna try to hold me back because they know I'm all fuck about to blow. Stay humble, but it's hard when you're killing everybody on the mic. Look around, I'm the go, So stay back, see my friends feet like a
see, he flipped it. He flipped it there. Yeah, that's what I said at the beginning. I think he was going to flip it. It was dark. Now he's flipping that negativity, like I'm on the edge and things of that nature, to now I'm going to rise above that. I'm the GOAT. And he's starting to bolster himself up here. I like that.
Or when you're killing everybody on the mic, look around, I'm the GOAT, So step back, see my friends flip like a flat jack. On the road, homie, I've been living out the backpack. See me and I live the dream. That's a keep back. Call it what you want, I'm stepping like a Kit Kat. 6 head pin skating through Nashville, talking about a skate park. I skate for real. Spit fire, they gon' offer me a record deal. Anybody stepping to me on the beat, get killed. My numbers don't match. Bigger artists say they buy them anyway, and how they don't treat me like a equal. I might go suicidal and shoot at their people like Evil Knievel. I hope they play me when I die.
See what he's doing.
My head up, the devil wanna pull me down. I'm on a cliff right now, looking at the ground. I wanna die. Try to make it,
thing I like about him too, and I think I've mentioned this in another one. You know, he's not ashamed of anything. He just lays it out. He's real. You know, whatever his circumstances are in life, he just lays it out. And I dig that, man. I really can get down in friendship with someone who, you know, is just not trying to be somebody that they're not. You know, those are the kind of people that I really become good friends with in real life. You know, just the real MFers. You know what I mean? Yeah. Go have a beer with them. Those kind of folks are the best kind of people in life. And I feel that about him. You know, he's not ashamed of who he is or where he comes from. You know, he talks about the single wide trailer and everything like that. I'm down, man. I'm down. I could be good friends with someone like that.
The devil wanna pull me down. I'm on a cliff right now, looking at the ground. I wanna die. Trying to make it, rapping all my life. I'm about to take a hike. I hope they play me. My kids, they don't even wanna see me no more. Maybe it's cause I left them when I went on tour. And now they gone a lot. I'm trying to get a new spot. We need more room, but making it with what we got. Scared to fuck with real. And I ain't on for it to get it for the right price. I gotta buy a bunch. Me and my girl been fighting and she been packing her car. She gon' be unpacking that bitch tomorrow. I told her, look, I'm trying to take us out.
I tell you the other thing too, the YouTube stuff is vicious, man. Some of the artists I follow, they go on tour. He kind of alluded to that a little bit. They go on tour and they're kind of out of the scene for a little bit, and people just kind of forget about them. You know, because they're not a name brand, a household name brand. So when these artists that are just struggling and they're trying to make it, they got to go on tour to get seen and make the money. But then by doing that, they kind of come out of the limelight that is YouTube, and then people just don't see them anymore, and they kind of forget about them because, like I said, they're not a household name. I mean, I see that as a reactor. You know, I work a lot of hours outside of the home. And, you know, if I don't get in a lot of reactions, then all of a sudden my numbers just go in the toilet. You know, not that I'm good or anything like that. I'm not saying I'm the best reactor in the world, but you know, I just sit down here and enjoy the music, you know, and we talk about it and stuff like that. But, you know, I definitely see it, and I can really see that with these artists too. They step away. It hurts them. It hurts them. It hurts their visibility. You know, and I could totally see that. I don't know if that's what he's saying, but I can see it.
I told her, look, I'm trying to take us out. Don't you get it? Right now she walking around about to snap at any minute. I told my girl when I blow up, we'll get everything we want, and we ain't got enough rooms, and we can't afford a mortgage. The kids fuck the house up, being the dog, and we can't afford a maid, and we always gone. And I've been thinking back, I wonder where I went wrong. I went my whole life trying to writing songs. And bigger rappers, they don't fuck with me like I ain't important. I'm in the Jeep Cherokee, you can get it.
It's the grind. It's the grind. He spent his whole life writing this song, like he says. You know, he's trying to make it. He's trying to make it on his, you know, his talent. And it's just the grind. He's just saying, you know, it's brutal. And I agree with him. I totally see what he's saying here. You don't have enough to make a mortgage. You know, you don't have enough for this and that. But you're trying to stay on the grind, but you know, there's all of these, you know, things that are coming into your life and just distracting you, and you're having to juggle too many things. You know, you're having to juggle too many things, and I don't know if this is where he's going with this song, but it's almost unfortunate. You know, you see a lot of artists that are super talented, but when they die, they become popular. I don't know if that's where he's going with this, but I totally see what he's saying here. I totally get it.
Dog, and we can't afford a maid, and we always gone. And I've been thinking back, I wonder where I went wrong. I went my whole life trying to writing songs. And bigger rappers, they don't fuck with me like I ain't important. I'm in the Jeep Cherokee, you can keep your Ford. And when I finally make it big, I wanna act like that. Cause I've been humble, motherfucker, I ain't no copycat. And I don't use the N-word when I rap, no white. I had a lot of friends turning on me, thought we was tight. And that's alright, cause ain't nobody about to stop my shine. Cause you a poser, and I hope they play me when I die.
You a poser. I dig that, dude. He was depressed at the beginning. It was bad. It was bleak. But as the song goes on, it's almost like a you got the bridges and everything in the music, and you're building up to something, and he's at the beginning, it sounded like he was just down, but then as he goes on, it builds up to this really, positive, like he's convincing himself, building himself up as he raps. That's kind of crazy, man.
Turning on me, thought we was tight, and that's alright, cause ain't nobody better stop my shine, cause you opposing, and I hope they play me when I die. Try to keep my head up, the devil wanna pull me down, I'm on a cliff right now, looking at the ground, I wanna die. Try to make it, rapping all my life, I'm about to take a hike, I hope they play me when I die. Try to keep my head up, the devil wanna pull me down, I'm on a cliff right now, looking at the ground, I wanna die. Try to make it, rapping all my life, I'm about to take a hike, I hope they play me when there ain't nobody with me now, I'm on the road alone, maybe I'd have a team with me if I hit a hit song, no my friends against me and they think I don't know it, but I'm used to it, bitch, I'm from the bar, yeah, I'm about to crash out, so you want it, you got it, I'm about to stand on the bridge and toast my wife.
Friends are against me, but I'm used to it. Yeah, I like this.
Bitch, I'm from the bar, yeah, I'm about to crash out, so you want it, you got it, I'm about to stand on the bridge and toast my wallet. You ever travel across the world, had to sleep in the car, cause you wasn't getting paid, trying to be a rap star in your whole life.
Oh, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. I think it took me a little bit to kind of figure out where he was going with this. But he says, have you ever slept in the corner because you wasn't getting paid trying to be a rap star? That's part of the business, right? Dude.
I'm from the bar, yeah, I'm about to crash out, so you want it, you got it, I'm about to stand on the bridge and toast my wallet. You ever travel across the world, had to sleep in the car, cause you wasn't getting paid, trying to be a rap star in your whole life, fucked and your friends ain't around, maybe everyone would care when they put me in the ground, fell asleep in the car, and I woke up cold, I wasn't thinking about the fact the temperature low, and you can't sleep in, cause the sun wake you up, been sober, but lately I just wanna do drugs, so tell my haters on the internet they win, and everything I try to build around me don't cave in, and the people think I got a pocket full of money, but I blew it, every dollar I ever had, I put it in music, now someone tell me why I never fit it in, never fit it in, I wanted to go on tour, I wanted to be like them.
He says, you think I'm blowing my money, but I'm not. I'm putting my money, every dollar that I have, back into my music. The struggle is real. The struggle is real. I see it with these artists. I really do. This is why I like to react to certain artists too, because I want to see their ass succeed, man. That's why. I'm not a big channel. But dude, I would fucking excuse my friends. I've been really trying not to swear. I would love to see some of these artists that I follow just make it big. Nothing would please me more than to see some of these artists that I follow, that I know they're not getting the notoriety that they should be, to just explode on the scene and make it big. I would sit back and smile, man. I'm not like that, man. I'm not like that. I don't get jealous of people's success. I like watching people succeed in life because, people that work hard and they do their best and they struggle and they just don't seem to get ahead, when those people eventually they break through, it's like, it really kind of makes me feel good because I feel it. I've done it too. It's the same with me in my life, not in this arena, on YouTube, but, in my real life, working hard, trying to make a buck for my family, that kind of thing. It's a struggle. And then you kind of break through and then, people, and then like he's saying, his haters, they're online, they're talking their crap, and then when you make it, all of a sudden they act like, well, you were handed everything on a silver platter. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Yeah, I have quite a bit of stories where I was down in the dumps especially as a husband and a father. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It ain't easy. Even as a child, I didn't have it easy.
I had to put it in music, now someone tell me why I never fit it in, I wanted to go on tour, I wanted to be like them. Nobody ever thought that rap would work, but now they wear my shirt, my dreams dead like in the back of a hearse. I'ma die in a single wide, I think it's cursed. I kill rappers, but I hope they play me when I die.
nice. You know, I hope you guys enjoyed that. It took me a little bit to kind of get figuring out where he was going with the scheme. And once I figured it out, I really, really enjoyed it. That was a long one too. But I really enjoyed it. He at the beginning, he was getting into this mental health stuff. Then, like I said, put it down below. There was like a grief loss thing going on there. Maybe a father figure or something like that. I don't know. You know, I'm trying to be respectful. I don't want to kind of get into people's business, but you know, it kind of helps me understand the song a little bit if I know. But then he got into talking about the hustle in the rap game, betrayal, you know, fake supporters and things like that. But then, you know, he kind of flips it, like I said, and then that really perked me up when I saw him flip it, because it was a defiance thing. And I really dig that. You know, his desire for respect, things like that. When I play me when I die, right? Play me when I die. And then he put all these little personal touches on there with the videography. Like he's a skater. I mean, talk about a unique personality here. He's a skater. He's a hunter. You know, he's showing the skins, the deer head above. It just shows his different, who he is. You know, the different pictures were showing who he is as a person. And then right at the end there, you know, you were seeing all these different sides of him with the skating and the hunting and all of these other things. And then right at the end there, it's a rap. And, you know, the flow was way different. The flow was way different than probably what you've heard. But then right at the end there, he comes in with a little bit of rock on the guitar, you know, and blends it in with the rap. I dig that, man. I totally dig that. I love this dude, Pause. I love this dude. He's a great artist. I hope you guys did too. You know, you see me get excited about some of these artists because I like the differences. I like them. I got another one I got to react to with him with Moccasin Creek, and I'm gonna try to get that one today because one of I think they're doing a tribute to Biggie Smalls, who's one of my favorites of all time. So I got to get that one too. So I'll get a little bit of Marcotic in today. Check out his videos, guys. If you like the way he sounds, you know, be expecting something a little different with him. The guy's good. The guy's really good. And you know how I love to kind of prop people up. That's how I roll. If you're gonna watch me on this channel, I'm always going to be lifting people up because, like I said in the middle of that, I would love to see these artists succeed, you know, monetarily and you know, people, you know, the notoriety and things of that nature when it comes to the business. They definitely deserve it. Have a great day, guys. Peace.